Lakshmana argues now. You can see in this section in Valmiki tremendous arguments. He says, I cannot stand your logic. Not sahe sahitum. I cannot stand your dharma. Even your sense of dharma is disgusting to me. So bhi dharmaha mama dveshyaha. If you knew Sanskritam, you will understand the words of Valmiki. Even your dharma is disgusting to me. Tava ayam dharma sanyogaha. Your attachment to dharma makes me sick. I do not like this. Why? Because how can you allow these two enemies who are in the form of father and mother? They have taken this birth as parents, but they are really enemies. Because parents don't talk like that. Only enemies do this. And they are enemies from a past life. You are a kshatriya, you are a warrior, royal dynasty you come from. Don't you recognize your enemies? They can come in any disguise, even in the form of your parents. Can you not recognize? Only the cowardly people and the powerless people will trust destiny. This is how Lakshmana argues. Viklavaha viryahinaha. So, but they are the ones who trust destiny. The courageous one, viraha na daivam paryupasate. The courageous ones do not go with destiny, they go with their courage. By sheer bravery, I am going to push destiny aside. And saying, even as he talked about courage and so on, Lakshmana is trembling in grief, crying, falling apart. What can his brother do? Just embrace him, hold him. Wipe his tears, because Lakshmana says, finally, I surrender to you, my brother. Please, I am your kinkaraha. Tavasmi kinkaraha mam shadi. Teach me, tell me. Declare to me, and I will do the needful. I am enough to take care of both of them and anybody who opposes your coronation. Sri Rama holds him, wipes his tears, holds him in his embrace and tells him very calmly the words, the promise of our father has to be fulfilled, and that is exactly the correct path, the path of truth, and that is what I will do. Pitroho vachane vyavasthitam nibodha mam eshaha hi satpathaha. This is the right path, and I will honor the wishes of my father. His mother Kausalya hears this. She wants to go with him. Sri Rama says, no, you cannot do that. Just bless me, O mother. And Kausalya finally blesses him. Yam palayasi dharmam tvam prityacha niyamena che. You follow your dharma with so much love. You do what is to be done with so much love, pritya, niyamena, with proper rules and regulations. You didn't violate anything. Let that dharma abhirakshatu, let that same dharma protect you, to which you are so dedicated, O child. I bless you. All success in this journey in the forest for 14 years. Having taken his mother's blessings, he goes to Sita Devi to inform her and tells her of all what has happened. But she was not expecting this either. And apart from that, he makes it very clear to her that your duty is in the palace. I will be gone, you will stay here, you will look after your father-in-law, you will not discriminate between your mothers-in-law, you will take care of all of them. And remember, you have brothers-in-law, Bharata will be there, he will be a ruler, Shatrughna will be here, Lakshmana, all of them, you will treat them all like your own brothers or like your sons. You will, one thing, I will alert you what you should do and should not do. Listen to me, you should never praise me too much in front of Bharata, because he will be the ruler. And if you keep on talking about me, maybe something may be felt differently. So don't praise me. Go along. He is the king. Be with the king. And thus he gives her a good piece of advice. Sita hears him. After she completes hearing him, she says to him, look here, Rama, the place of a wife is ever with her husband. Nari nam patihi eka gatihi sada. There is only one path of a wife, and that path is where the husband treads, there she treads. And therefore, you need not, in the same tone she says, hey Rama, very outspoken, you need not teach me how to behave. And so she says, how I have to behave with my family, with my husband, I have already been taught. By who? By my own father and by mother. Anushishtami matra pitra cha vividhashrayam nasmi samprati vaktavya vartitavyam yatha maya. You need not tell how I should conduct my life. I have been clearly taught in multiple ways. My duty is with my husband, and I will do what my duty is. Saham tvaya gamishyami vanam adya. Today I will leave for the forest with you. Na samshayaha. There is no doubt in this. And therefore, you cannot deny me that. If that means living on fruits and so on, that's okay. I promise you, I won't give you hard time. Nate dukkham karishyami. When I live with you in the forest, I won't be a burden on you. I will make sure you eat first and then I will eat. I will make sure you are comfortable, and that is how I will live. I will not be a burden, and therefore I am coming. Sri Rama is shocked. She doesn't listen. My wife doesn't listen to me. And therefore, Sri Rama says, he tries to scare her. He says, do you recognize what you are saying? The forest life. What is forest life? Bahu dosham vanam. A forest is full of danger. Nothing but danger. There is an entire chapter on dangers of the forest by Valmiki. Dukkhameva sada vanam, dukkha mato vanam, dukkha taram vanam. He keeps on repeating that vanam, forest life, is nothing but dukkham. What do you mean dukkham? Well, do you know there are lions in the forest? You can't sleep at night because they roar very loud. You won't get sleep. It's not like this royal palace bed, you know. You won't get sleep in the forest. And there are beasts. And if you're sleeping, there will be scorpions. You have to cross rivers and there are going to be alligators. And then there are elephants, not chained down like, in the Kerala temples. They are wild. They go on a rut. And therefore, these wild elephants are there. There are serpents. All these creatures are crawling all over the place. And there are worms, and it's a tropical country. And therefore, full of mosquitoes. So, malarial mosquito, all these mosquitoes that can give all kinds of diseases. And then you have no doctors there, and you have to just live on fruits. You will be hungry half the time. And then we can't live in the forest and say we are on a honeymoon. We have to be living as ascetics, as monks, with our disciplines. We are in penance. What are you talking about, Sita? This is not for you. This is not for you. You are born and brought up with royal Janaka as your father. This great prosperous kingdom called Mithila, you are the princess of that land. In no way you can come to the forest, impossible. Sita patiently tries to convince him. Her arguments are so beautiful. She says, you know something, when I was born, my father showed to the astrologer my life. It was very clear that I have a few years in the forest. It was very clear that forest living is part of my life path, my blueprint. And since I heard that, I have been looking forward to being in the forest. You don't realize, Rama, I am excited. I am so happy that I'll be able to finally live in the forest. I've been cherishing and longing for a life in the forest. And this was confirmed to me. One female sage had come to me, and she had also confirmed that I have a life in the forest. So I have heard, Bhikshinyaha Shrutaha Maya. A female sage had also told me, I have heard this, and therefore, please understand, we have only two choices. Either you take me with you. If you choose not to, then Visham Agnim Jalam Va Aham Asthasye Mrityu Karanat. I am very clear. I will give up my life either with the help of fire or water, and therefore, or poison. I am not going to live in the palace when you are in the forest. Well, what is a choice Sri Rama has? To become a widower or to carry his wife with him? And so this is no choice. He says, all right, if you want to come with me, you have to give away all your jewels, all your robes, all your riches, all the people who have been serving you for all these years. It is said after Sri Rama's, he married Sita after 12 years in the palace, this situation came and he had to go. There are different versions on this time frame, but one version is after 12 years. So he was something like 27 when he went to the forest, this one version. Oh well, so he tells her to give away her jewels and whatnot and be ready to go. Lakshmana is hearing this conversation. He says, okay, if you have decided, yadi gantum krita buddhihi, if you have decided to go, aham tva anugamishyami, I am also coming. I am not going to be left behind. Agre dhanurdharaha, I will walk in front, holding the weapon, protecting you, and therefore I am going to come. Sri Rama says, who will serve Kausalya, Sumitra, who will take care of them? Lakshmana says, the palace will take care of them. In fact, they can take care of the entire Ayodhya. Mother Kausalya is so capable, they don't need me. I will be with you. Sri Rama doesn't resist them anymore, and therefore, Sajagama Vanam Viraha Pratignyam Anupalayan. To honor the words of his father, Sri Rama went to the forest, Pituhu Vachana Nirdeshat, Kaikaiyaha Priyakaranat.